Well, welcome to our Friday edition of See Hear Love, and we've got a great show for you today. It's been a full week. On Monday, we started off with our guest host all the way from Calgary, Alberta, in Canada, our Reverend Nicholas Coates, a good friend, who sat down with us to share about how our faith should impact and intersect with every aspect and a part of our lives. It's a great discussion. Make sure that if you missed that show, please watch it on seehearlove.com. Then on Wednesday, Matthew Hill joined us to talk all about mentoring and millennials. And I know Joanna and Abby got into a really great discussion about that and the importance of mentoring that generation. So there was a lot of content and a lot to think about and process. Well, ladies, any thoughts about our week? Any things that really stuck out to you? What are your thoughts?
I mean, the dog.
Yeah.
We learned about a dog.
Joanna.
What's his name?
Pug. Oh, no, Walter the Pug.
Walter.
Who's famous.
I was going to say Murphy. Walter.
Walter the Pug.
Yeah.
Love that conversation with millennials in the church. I feel like you guys are going to take over the world.
We are. Well,
you're plotting silently. Yeah. But it's just so cool just to see what God's doing with you, with that generation.
Yeah, and there's a lot of you. I didn't realize, but clearly that's why we're saying
everywhere.
The marketing of Machine to you millennials is big, but also it was good feedback also for me and to understand about the church and other things. So that was good.
Yeah.
Well, it is Flashback Friday. It's always my favorite, and I can't wait to see what you have brought to the show, because this flashback picture, I specifically said, a flashback picture of a beach moment that was significant, and why were you there? What is this picture moment? So, Abby, we're going to start off with you.
Yes.
Our flashback beach picture. Okay.
Well, my favorite beach so far that I've been to is Manly Beach in Australia, Sydney.
Nice.
It's just amazing. It's so big and just so white. It's so wonderful. So anyway, this picture, my sister and I, I'm so white as well in the picture.
And so wonderful at the same time.
But anyway, and so it was my sister and I, and she had actually brought me out to Australia. This was during my really difficult season, and I actually just really needed to kind of get away. So she brought me out to Australia. She lives there. Super jealous, but they live in a beautiful home in Sydney. And so we're just hanging out on the beach, and I'm smiling, and it was a moment where I was free again and happy, and it was a real healing trip for me. I attended Color Conference, and everybody should go to. It's amazing. So
Amazing. All right, Joanna, what about you? Your beach picture?
I love the beach. Go to as many as possible. So most recently, I was in Hawaii. I was on the beach, and I like this beach because it wasn't white sand. It was black sand, and it's made out of volcano, and so it looks like diamonds. Like it's sparkling, like black diamond sparkle, and sea turtles come and hang out on this beach and lounge. And so there's all these sea turtles and palm trees, and it's snorkeling and Nemo fish, and it's a magical place. So I was just there a few weeks ago, and also on that day, I was like, oh, I'm good. I've been here 10 days. I don't need SPF.
Oh, come on.
That's the worst one.
So it was so bad, my sunburn, that stranger, it was the day before I had to get on the plane. So I had to enter the plane like bright red, and just and planes already are uncomfortable, but I was just emanating heat for this huge. And many strangers commented.
Did they?
It was awkward.
Did you get any pictures of that? Because I didn't see that on your Instagram.
Were you walking like this? Ow, ow, ow.
You don't need to see photos.
Okay. Wow.
I don't take photos of those types.
That is a really cool beach. I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Cheryl, your flashback beach.
My flashback beach is going to ignite an entire island, Barbados. Are you ready?
I do know we have viewers in Barbados.
I know, because they're my family.
I have friends there as well. That's why I said that.
So my favorite beach in the world is my favorite island in the world, which is Barbados. BIM, stand up. And it's Miami Beach. And on this beach, guys, you can get fresh fish grilled to perfection, like right there.
Yeah.
The best coconut drinks, fish cakes.
Oh my goodness.
And I loved it.
When are we going?
I was gonna
Right?
say.
No, guys, honestly, the best food ever. And just they bring it to you fresh, and you're just sitting there thinking this is paradise. I love Miami Beach because no matter how far out you go, I mean, you are far. Like you're thinking, I can barely. They're all dots.
Yeah.
It's still to your hip, and you could see right to the bottom.
Oh,
brilliant. I brought that picture because you'll see our family losing our minds. We're like, rah! in the photo because it was our first vacation in 15 years.
Wow.
It speaks to something I shared quickly in our one of the last episodes. Is I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I'm owning my stuff. Workaholics, this is for you. And I just had to force myself to take time away.
Good.
I always put it off, and no more putting off stuff for yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Good.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Shout out to Barbados. Well, we're actually going to go to Kim.
Oh,
Kim
great.
is in Nashville with us. She's joining us today. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Kim.
It's good to see you. What is your flashback beach?
The beach, oh my stars, my happy place. Any beach, every beach, all the beaches. I love them all. And my dear husband knows it too. If he can whisk me away to a beach, then it just kind of resets me, There's something about it. I just feel very close to Jesus there. And I have been on amazing beaches from Hawaii to, Florida, everywhere. So I picked two because I couldn't just pick one. So my first picture, one of my most favorite beaches in the whole entire world is in Prince Edward Island because it's Prince Edward Island. And actually my family's from the East Coast. So I have all kinds of relatives that all still live there. And look at it. It's so beautiful. Just that red and just, that ocean. It's so lovely. So this picture of Kai and Serena, my kids, walking along the beach, it is spectacular. Everybody in the world has to go to PEI in July and August. Maybe not the winter. And then, my second beach is actually in Clearwater, Florida. And this is significant because this was about 3 years ago, and I turned 40. This is my 40th birthday. Me and my kids are on that beach. It was a little chilly because it was in March, but I had friends at home going, we're going to throw you a party, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want any. I don't want nothing. So I bought 3 plane tickets, and I have a dear, beautiful, one of my best girlfriends, Debbie, lives in Clearwater, and we crashed on her floor, and we spent a few days there, and I had a total meltdown with Jesus in her shower on my birthday, just going, God, what is wrong with me? Will no man ever want me? I'm 40 years old, and melt down, total meltdown. But it was also on that beach where we are jumping and happy, where I just really felt God really hug my heart and just say, it's okay. I've got it under control. I see the next steps that you are to take. And it's okay. Just trust me. I'm holding you. So that beach in Clearwater, Florida will always be significant for me. And then I turned 40 there, you guys. Anyway, those are my beaches.
Nice.
Okay. Kim, wow. Thank you for that beautiful beach, and thanks for sharing your story. This is my picture of my flashback beach, which was just last year. In 2016, October 2nd, a day after I got married.
Nice.
And this is the
Love
beach in
it.
Bavara, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Now, I've been to so many beaches around the world. Living in the Philippines and Singapore, I've had access to many, many beaches in Southeast Asia. But this one, most beautiful, because here I am finding my second time and second round chance at love with my new husband, Chris.
Yeah.
A beautiful honeymoon. The beaches in Punta Cana, I never had been.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But I think this moment here is our hands crossed showing our rings.
Oh, nice.
Because as we were sitting there, it was just one of those romantic, sweet moments where we'd put our hands on each other and we took a picture. But in that time, we were talking about how far we'd come.
Wow.
Where were we going? And some of the commitments that we had to make that were important to us as a new couple, and especially as a blended family. And so that really signifies. And the honeymoon, you're like, yeah, we had a lot of fun, but there was just that moment that's pictured here where we were like, let's just be serious for a second and just talk about the gravity of this decision of making a covenant to be married, and for us a second time. And so we had that moment, it was great, and then we were like, okay, let's go play beach volleyball. We've had enough of that, let's go. And then we went snorkeling and swimming. So that is my flashback picture of my time on my honeymoon in Punta Cana. Cool. So, and I love the Dominican Republic. It was a
I've never
great
been.
island and
Yeah, me
beautiful
neither.
beaches. So all right, well,
vacation time,
love the
ladies.
beaches. Next it's going to be mountains, and then it's going to be valleys. I don't know. I'm going to do
Nice.
something for the next one. Well, let's move into our favorite thing, and today is something fun.
Oh, Melinda.
Could be frivolous,
Oh,
but
Melinda.
I know that you're going to bring it home to thoughtful,
Melinda.
thoughtful
Yes, we will.
Okay.
content.
'Cause we're
so here it is.
brilliant.
Are you ready, viewers? This is our favorite shoe.
Her idea.
And I know it's my idea because my nickname has been Imelda,
Imelda.
as in Imelda Marcos.
I don't even know what that means.
Imelda Marcos
shoe
had
fetish.
3,000 to 5,000 pairs of shoes
that
in
a
her
wealthy
time.
person?
A Filipino
Leader.
woman.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to show our shoe and explain whether it's our favorite or why this shoe is significant in time. Because this will be fun.
I
as
love
we
it.
go. So,
I love
Joanna,
it.
you're starting.
All right.
Let's see your shoe. Bring it out.
What you got?
I don't. It's important to know I don't really have a favorite pair of shoes.
Okay.
But when asked, I will bring these. These are my Nike Fly Knits, and a fly knit is a knitted material that it feels like a slipper. But no, I bought these shoes before I went to Israel 2 years ago.
Nice.
And they reminded me of like a birthday cupcake with sprinkles, and that's why I bought them.
That's
and no, I usually have foot pain, and I walked all over Israel in these shoes for hiked and hiked.
See,
and hiked.
that's significant.
And
Good.
I didn't hurt my feet, and they've been now in 4 continents with
Wow.
me. And so they've seen a lot of the world with me, and
Oh, I love that.
and they're my go-to shoes when my feet are hurting.
I
Those are
love
good. Good
that.
shoes.
They look
Those, I love
comfy.
it.
Love that.
Kim, I know you're kind of like nodding away, and you're going to show your shoe. Tell us about it.
Yes. I'm chuckling actually over here because I'm sure I own one pair, maybe two for sure, a pair of flat shoes. And comfortable shoes are important. My feet don't know what that is. I love shoes. I love heels. But as I'm getting older, I have to change it a little bit. So my favorite shoes are these babies right here. Look at that. It's nice, right? Beautiful. Yeah, strappy. And these are important because last summer, I got to marry the love of my life in these babies right here. These suckers walked me down an aisle to my dear beloved Brian, and so they mean something. Like, they're really important. Like, I will never get rid of them. I'm not sure I will wear them again. Although, you know what, maybe. But they're even a little dirty. Like, they're very important. I got to marry my sweetheart in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and we were on the grass, and we walked everywhere, and we had a horse and buggy ride, and we laughed and hugged our friends and my family and danced on the lawn. And so these are very significant, and so they are my favorite shoes.
Nice shoes, Kim. Love it. Okay, so I brought mine. Gonna reach for them. And
Oh
Hello.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Yeah. So tell us about these.
these are my Dorothy Wizard of Oz shoes. And I love them. They're all gold and sparkly, and they're just kind of magical. But they're significant because I mentor a lot of young people, and I'm an auntie to hundreds of kids in Toronto. And I was just thinking of these because whenever they get married, weddings, I wear these to a lot of weddings. These are my wedding shoes. And I kind of sit in these shoes, and I get a real emotional moment because I can't believe how far some of these kids have come. If you knew their stories, and you're sitting there watching them come down the aisle, and you're thinking, wow, only God.
Yeah. Cool.
You know? So yeah, full circle moments, weddings.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah, really.
Size 9 if you want to borrow.
I do.
Yeah. Abby, what about you?
Drooling over those.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is right here. They're really well worn, so
Oh,
just
please don't.
be warned. So this is my shoe. These are Nine West. And I'm not sure how significant they are, other than they're really comfortable for being that high.
Well, what have you done in these shoes?
So the reason I purchased them is actually kind of why they're my favorite.
Keep them
Sorry,
up here.
I'll keep them up
Yeah.
here. They're dirty. That's why I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I had a dog, a great little puppy, and I had these beautiful gray shoes, and I came home one day and he had eaten one of them. It just was like, no. So anyways, my birthday was coming up, and I walked by Nine West in the mall, and I don't ever splurge or treat myself like this, but I saw them and I'm like, I need to put those on. So I put them on. Anyways, left the store, came back, whatever, and I was like, you know what? No. My birthday's coming up. I'm gonna let myself buy them, and so I did. And I honestly, I have worn these. I was a wedding planner for 4.5 years, and I can plan a wedding in these shoes. I can wear them for so long. I can dance the night away at a wedding. Yeah, they're so comfortable. And so anyways, they were my little like, after my dog had taken away my favorite shoes, I treated myself. I've protected
cool.
these ones.
Yeah.
And he never got them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love these stories.
I do too.
Okay, here we
well,
go.
here we go.
Okay.
So I couldn't decide if it should be this shoe
Imelda Marco.
or if it should be this shoe.
No, I didn't know
my
this.
Or
was
wait,
an
or if it was
option.
going to be this shoe.
We have a
Or I
problem.
couldn't decide if
we
it
have
was
a
gonna be
problem,
this
people.
shoe.
Okay.
Or I couldn't
abort.
decide if it was going to be
Abort
this
mission.
shoe. So I just, or even my wedding shoe. But I did decide to bring a shoe that has a lot of significance, and I know that a lot of these have. I've had some great
I
memories
just want people
with
to
these
pray
shoes.
for Melinda right now.
I had loved
Stretch your
shoes.
hand to the screen.
You know,
We just need to
put your
compare and
shoe.
contrast.
Just stretch your hand to the
Just put the
screen.
shoes up and there we go.
Let's actually
These
look
are
at
the
her
shoes.
favorite.
So here are my favorite, and this is a favorite shoe and a memory. So these are the shoes, my Vince Camuto sandals, and here's why. These shoes took me to my birth mother's home that we built at the end of 2015. My
Wow.
birth mother who I'd met 13 years ago, we'd stayed in touch, and that's another story of reunion. But in Typhoon Haiyan in 2013, my birth mother's home was completely destroyed. And so a bunch of Canadians, my family, a GoFund campaign, we raised thousands of dollars to rebuild her home. And in 2015, I flew down with my dad, and we walked into Makati Aklan province in the Philippines, me wearing these shoes. Now, I know that they're not the most practical in the rice paddy, but I wanted to be a little stylish as I walked.
Melinda.
I walked in through the rice paddy, and I
borrowed my knife.
Yeah, I know. And I went to Dory's home that was built with my
Wow.
six half brothers and sisters.
Cool.
And my dad and I put our hands on the home and blessed it and prayed over it.
Wow.
Prayed for
beautiful.
protection,
Amazing.
safety. And so to Dory and to my whole family, this has been so significant with these shoes. So these are my favorite
Give them a
shoes.
good look between
But
all those.
yeah, and I know that there still is a bit of a platform, but you know, I just had to bring these out because
What
I love
size
shoes.
are you?
I was just
Because-
gonna
5.5,
say.
6.
Can I draw your attention to the Barbie doll shoes that I'm holding for the dollhouse that you may have for your child? Size
Okay,
1.
well that's how it is. 5.5, 6. And if
5
anybody
and a
wants to
half.
borrow, and you know what I love is I let my friends borrow my shoes and clothes all the time. So
I wish
You
I
have
could
friends
feet.
that have
some yes,
feet
it's
this.
not-
Okay, wow.
Thank you for your stories, ladies. I know I was like bringing them out
I
in
think
a
we're
bag.
seeing like personality, right, in shoe style.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I suddenly want to go on a vacation and shopping, like right away.
Why don't we put all our shoes?
Yes,
Let's put all our shoes up.
and show the different
Let's do it.
stories of the shoes.
Oh my God.
There we go.
on our
You and your
turntable.
Here we go on the
that I never
turntable,
wear.
and here we are.
I need airtime
yeah,
for these
there we go.
babies.
Right there. We can spin it around.
We don't have any fun at
You
all
can
here.
clearly see that this is fun time at See Hear Love. To our viewers.
What is a girl show without shoes?
Exactly. And listen, to viewers, if you want to post your shoe, your favorite shoe, on our Facebook pages,
yes.
or send them to us, tag us, Instagram, maybe do See Hear Love Shoe. That would be great.
And shoe story.
And shoe story, we'll do the same because I know that we're all going to share our shoe stories too on our website. But thanks for having fun with us. You know, there's been weeks where it's been heavy and hard things, and then other days like this where it's fun and we get to know ourselves and we throw shoes on the
Through shoes.
table. But one thing I do want to say is that in all the fun and all the sort of tough parts, we want to first thank you for all your feedback and comments
Yeah.
through our Say Hello on our website, and keep sharing our show and blog posts and spread the word about our online community full of resources and inspirational thought stories and quotes. The other thing, too, I just want to say is that we also can't produce a show like this without our amazing organizations and sponsors and partners
Yeah.
that support us. But we also need donors like yourself to step in and help us out through prayer, but also financially. This show can't happen without donors and sponsors who give financially to us. And so it's completely supported and funded by people like you, and we are so thankful and appreciative of that.
Right.
So if you are inclined, feel that you want to support us in the show, you love the show, then on our site there's a big donate button with our smiling faces on it that says to keep our smiling faces on the show, please donate. It's really simple. You just click on it, it goes to a page and it tells you what to do. And we would be so thankful if you do that, and whatever support we would so appreciate. So thank you. And girls, thanks. Have a great weekend. I hope you have a really great weekend. Thanks for
Absolutely.
hanging out this week. And to you viewers, we will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye.